Hello and welcome to our how-to video on the project clone feature in Mission Control. There are two ways you can clone a project within Mission Control, using a project template or cloning from within a project record. If we set a project to serve as a template, it is then excluded from the whiteboard, the scheduler, the timesheet, the whiteboard add action, the trackpad time and expense logger, and the log expenses feature. When we clone a project, we get the option to edit existing milestones and actions, and we can choose to clone checklist items, contributors, and project rates. However, it does not clone time logs, risks, issues, retrospectives, learnings, and any updates made to the whiteboard and checklist board. So let's have a look at how we can clone a project. The first place where we can clone a project is from within the Launchpad using this clone project feature. We just need to enter in the name of a template, which is basically a project that has the template field marked true. So, like for example, the website build template that I've created. And another place that we can do that is from within the project record. So I'm going to choose the Ripcore website build, and we can click on the clone button from here. I'm going to append clone to the end so I can differentiate it from the original, and I'm going to leave most of the things as it is. You can choose to remove some of these milestones or actions, or you can just edit them based on your requirements. I'm going to be cloning the contributors, checklist items, and project rates as well, but I've only got contributors for this project, so we're going to be able to see that. Just click on clone, and so this is the original, this is the clone project, and you'll see there are a few contributors here that I've cloned. And going back to the original, again, there's contributors. A key thing to highlight is that it's going to be able to clone the milestones, actions, checklist items, contributors, and project rates if you have chosen them. What it's not going to clone is the time logs related to the original project. Again, the same goes for risks, issues, retrospectives, learnings, and any updates that you have made to, say, for example, the whiteboard or the checklist board. Let's go to the whiteboard, for example, for both of them. So you'll see the actions, but you won't see the updates you've made. So, for example, I've made an update to this design action, and I've moved it to the complete tab. Same goes for design UI. But if you go over to the whiteboard for the clone project, you're going to see that all of them are inside the planned stage. Again, the same applies for checklist board. You won't see any of the issues or risks inside the cloned project because they're only relating to the original. Same goes for issues again. Now let's see how we can clone a project from a template. So for that, you would need to set the project to a template by editing it and going all the way down and just making sure that this template checkbox is set as true. Save, and now we'll be able to use this from within the Launchpad. Before we do that, I do want to show you one thing. You see that there's a few things you cannot do with a template. So, for example, if you go back to the whiteboard, you'll see that the actions are not there anymore. The same goes for the checklist items, and it'll be excluded from things like the whiteboard, the scheduler, the timesheet. So if you search up the template, it's not going to be shown in these things like the whiteboard, scheduler, timesheet. Let's take the example of a timesheet. So if I search up the clone project, which is a template, so ripcurl, since this is only showing the original, not the cloned project, which we had turned into a template, and that is what I mean when it won't be, that'll be excluded from those features. Okay, now back to cloning it from the clone project feature from the Launchpad. So you see it's shown over here. You can just click on clone, and it's going to take you to that same clone page, and clone from template. You can choose to update all of these, and yeah, And I'm just going to go back up and click on clone. You see all the milestones and the actions. If you go to the whiteboard, you'll see all those actions over here. Now, when we were at the clone page, we were able to see a lot of fields that we may not need, fields that we might require but that are not present over here. So for that, we can go into the object manager for the project object. And then go into field sets and then update those based on our requirements. So the ones that I like to use are the custom clone fields and the project details clone fields. And over here I've created a field called testing, and we can see that in the project clone page. So right now I've removed some of these fields. For example, opportunity field from here, let's say I need that one. Let's say I don't need testing over here, or actually I might need testing somewhere here, but I might not need it in the clone page. So this will only show you custom fields that you've created over here, and over here you can add all of the standard fields as well as the custom fields. So like the testing field I've added over here, and yeah, let's leave opportunity and testing for now, and I'm just going to save the other one as well. Now if you go back into the project clone page, click on clone. So you'll see that there's a testing field here. So there's an opportunity field that we just added. So that way you can add, remove fields, and that is it. So that covers the how-to video on the project clone feature and mission control. Please do reach out to us if you have any questions via the email or the support tickets. We also have a very detailed user guide that you can take advantage of. We also have training videos and a searchable knowledge base, as well as a learning portal. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Have a good day.